Well, hey there, friends. Unexpected plot twist. I decided to add a midweek check-in from Saturday's episode about balance because I had planned so beautifully for the week. And then life said, hey Mel, cute plan, watch this. So here I am. Welcome to Making Mel, Health in the Hustle. Episode 3, Sabotaged by the Schedule. It's talking about when life breaks your perfect plan into pieces. This podcast is a place where motherhood meets muscle, ambition meets exhaustion, and figuring out how to pivot my health journey into this insanely beautiful chaos of a busy life is what I talk about. Some days it'll look messy, some days flawless, but no matter what kind of day I'm having, I can assure you I will tell the truth and do my best to give you some ideas and insight that will help you prioritize your own journey. So let's get into it. I had the perfect setup for the week. I was so proud of myself. My meal plan was solid, my snacks ready to go, my work and school calendar totally set up. My workouts were planned around my work and school schedule. I had even carved out time to go meet a friend who's in the area from out of town, and I was ready to conquer the week. And then life got to lifin'. So the balance I thought I had, completely gone, blown. If you're listening right now and thinking, yes, that's me, then this one's for you. So my week started great. Sunday and Monday were good. My schoolwork was on point. Monday was exceptionally successful. I had a squat session where I hit 135 pounds for 5 sets of 5. It was beautiful. I was ready. Monday night, I got everything ready for Tuesday. I had my kitchen set up. My meals were prepped. My lunch was packed. All of my clothes were laid out. And then I woke up Tuesday morning with everything numb from the waist down. Have you ever had your legs fall asleep really hard and then you try to get up and walk? That is the sensation I was dealing with. Initially, of course, I thought maybe I pushed too hard with my squat session. So anyway, I ended up at the emergency room with significant pain, and the good news is I'm fine. It's temporary. My nervous system is apparently under attack by a virus, and it will go away. The doctors say within a week I should be back to normal. I must admit, it's very painful right now. Nerve pain is not fun. And at this point, it is extremely disruptive to all of my movement plans this week. Not only can I not work out, but it is difficult for me to walk and move, and driving is out of the question right now. So we can really mess up when we treat balance like it's a destination. Like once we get everything ready, everything will stay in place. Here's the truth. Balance isn't like that. It moves, it shifts, it changes, and sometimes it breaks. In my world, between working full-time, schoolwork, motherhood, training to walk in the 5K, lifting weights, and keeping my meals on point, balance sometimes feels like a house of cards. You get one gust of chaos and everything's on the floor. But here's the reframe. Balance isn't a finish line. It's a rhythm. And sometimes the beat drops. We have to know how to make the rhythm work for us. Everyone experiences sabotage, and it can be really subtle sometimes. It could be in the form of a sick kid who needs you more than your schedule does. It can be a missed deadline that throws off your entire week. It can be a moment when your body reacts or has a problem and says, I need to rest, when your plan was to go, go, go. In case you missed it, I kind of resemble that last remark. Moments of sabotage test us. They poke at our identity, at our control, sometimes our perfectionism. They remind us we are not machines. We're human. I definitely had one of those moments this week. I was ready to lift, I was ready to conquer my schedule, and then boom, my legs won't work. So, what do we do when the plan breaks? Well, we pause. we reframe, we rebuild. Here's what I tell myself, and I often hear Coach Val's voice inside my head saying, pause, don't pounce. I sometimes have to pause and choose presence, progress, and planning. Remember how I told you on Saturday that planning is one of my strengths? The plan broke. It got busted to heck. But I didn't. So my strengths are still intact. That is the power of knowing how to pivot. You use your setback as a setup. And I'm a pro at that. The last time I had to pivot hard was back in June when I got pneumonia, and I ended up applying and being accepted to the PhD program that I currently attend. So I know how good a setback can turn out. Changing plans or direction is not a weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing when to shift, when to soften, and when to say, I have to set my own priorities aside because this has to take priority first. So, in my instance, I leaned into my strengths. My meal planning is so good. When I caught myself last night eating 4 of my daughter's Ritz sour cream and onion cracker chips, I realized I needed some extra snacks. Because I'm really hurting physically, I'm extremely frustrated emotionally, and I need comfort. And food can bring comfort. So I planned for it. I made Coach Kimmy's protein peanut butter cup recipe. It has non-fat plain Greek yogurt. It's mixed with half a scoop of PB Fit and a teaspoon of Jif Natural. I use the one that has very low sugar. And then you stir up real good till it gets thick. And then you melt Lily's sugar-free chocolate chips with a splash of milk. And you pour it on top and put it in the fridge. It's like a protein peanut butter cup alternative. It satisfies and it's good nutrition. So then I took that recipe and I decided I was going to make chocolate too. So I took my chocolate protein powder, my non-fat Greek yogurt. I mixed it up real good till it was all mixed up and thick. And then I melted some Lily's sugar-free peanut butter chips on top and put it in the fridge. And I have those as sugary treats if I need some kind of sweet treat. Then I took some zucchini. I cut it real thin. I tossed it with a spritz of olive oil, garlic, and Parmesan. I threw it in the air fryer. And then I had instant zucchini chips. Now I have sweet and salty alternatives for the comfort that I'm feeling like I need for a minute. And they're not going to sabotage my goals. And that's what pivoting's about. That's what reframing's about. That is finding balance in chaos. So I want to challenge you. What's sabotaging you this week? What is your pivot moment? Name it. Own it. Let it teach you something about your ability to overcome. Use chaos or sabotage as an opportunity to learn more about your own strengths and how you can use them to move yourself forward, even when it feels like everything on the planet is holding you back. Maybe you need to release something this week or make room for grace. Maybe it's a task. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's the idea that you have to do it all perfectly. Just let that go. Let yourself breathe, find your rhythm, and then let's keep showing up. Keep pivoting. And remember, health in the hustle isn't easy, but it is worth it, especially when life gets lifey. As promised, my friends, I will be back Saturday with the newly numbered episode 4. And I'll be talking about emotional weight and physical weight. Until then, onward and upward, my friends.